Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling something that a lot of you have probably experienced at some point. That uncomfortable, burning sensation right in the middle of your chest. I'm talking about heartburn. It's that fiery feeling that can creep up your throat after a meal, making you regret that extra slice of pizza. Medically speaking, heartburn, or acid reflux, happens when stomach acid flows back up into your esophagus, the tube that connects your throat to your stomach. The lining of your esophagus is much more sensitive than your stomach's, so when that acid comes visiting, it causes irritation and that classic burning pain we all know, and let's be honest, hate. Now, while there are plenty of over-the-counter medications available, and they definitely have their place, many of you have asked me for more natural, lifestyle-based approaches to manage occasional heartburn. You want solutions you can easily incorporate into your daily routine without immediately reaching for a pill bottle. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. I've put together a list of my top 5 evidence-backed natural remedies that are simple, effective, and can be done right from the comfort of your own home. These aren't magic cures, but they are powerful lifestyle adjustments that can make a significant difference in how you feel. So, if you're tired of that post-meal discomfort and want to find some relief the natural way, you're in the right place. We're going to break down each tip, look at the science behind why it works, and give you practical ways to start feeling better. We'll cover everything from what you eat to how you sleep. Ready to banish that burn? Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about portion control. It might sound overly simple, but the size of your meals plays a massive role in managing heartburn. Think of your stomach like a balloon. When you eat a very large meal, you're essentially overinflating that balloon. This expansion puts a ton of physical pressure on your entire abdomen, including a very important muscle called the lower esophageal sphincter, or LES. This sphincter is the gateway between your esophagus and your stomach. Its job is to open to let food in and then clamp shut to keep stomach acid from escaping back up. It's a one-way door, or at least it's supposed to be. When your stomach is stretched to its limit from a huge meal, the increased pressure can actually push against the LES, causing it to weaken or open when it shouldn't. This creates a clear path for stomach acid to splash back up into your esophagus, triggering that familiar burning sensation. It's a simple mechanical issue. More food means more pressure, which means a higher likelihood of reflux. Instead of having 3 large heavy meals a day, consider breaking them up. Try aiming for 5 or 6 smaller, more frequent meals. This approach keeps your stomach from becoming overly full at any one time. This doesn't mean you have to eat less overall, but rather, you should spread your caloric intake more evenly throughout the day. This simple change reduces the pressure on your LES, giving it a much better chance to do its job properly. It allows your digestive system to process food more efficiently without being overwhelmed. So next time you sit down to eat, be mindful of your portion sizes. Use a smaller plate, listen to your body's fullness cues, and stop eating when you feel satisfied, not stuffed. It's a foundational habit that can lead to significant relief. Now that we've covered how much you eat, let's talk about what you eat. Certain foods are notorious for triggering heartburn, and identifying your personal culprits is a huge step toward relief. While triggers can vary from person to person, there's a common list of offenders that tend to relax that lower esophageal sphincter we just talked about, making it easier for acid to reflux. At the top of this list are often spicy foods, like those containing chili peppers, as well as high-fat foods like fried items or heavy, creamy sauces. These can slow down digestion, meaning food sits in your stomach longer, giving acid more opportunity to cause trouble. Other well-known triggers include acidic foods. This might seem obvious, but things like citrus fruits, like oranges, lemons, and grapefruits, and tomatoes or tomato-based products like pasta sauce and ketchup can directly irritate the esophagus or increase stomach acid production in some people. And I know this next one is tough for many of us, but caffeine found in coffee, tea, and soda can also be a major contributor. The same goes for chocolate and even peppermint. It's not that these foods are bad, but they have chemical properties that can relax the LES and promote reflux. The best way to figure out your specific triggers is to become a bit of a detective. I recommend keeping a food diary for a week or 2. Write down everything you eat and drink, and make a note of when your heartburn symptoms appear or get worse. You might start to see a clear pattern emerge. Maybe it's the morning coffee that sets you off, or perhaps it's the spicy dinner you love. Once you identify these triggers, you don't necessarily have to eliminate them forever. But you can try reducing your intake or avoiding them, especially close to bedtime. Knowledge is power, and knowing what sets off your symptoms is a powerful tool. All right, let's move from the kitchen to the bedroom. If you find that your heartburn is particularly bad at night or is waking you up from a sound sleep, this tip is specifically for you. The solution is simple and relies on a fundamental force of nature, gravity. When you're standing or sitting upright, gravity helps keep your stomach contents, including acid, down where they belong. However, when you lie down flat in bed, you lose that gravitational advantage. Your stomach and your throat are on the same level, making it incredibly easy for acid to flow from your stomach back into your esophagus. This is why nighttime reflux can be so severe and even dangerous over time, as the acid can sit in the esophagus for longer periods, causing more irritation. So how do we fight back? By reintroducing gravity into the equation. The goal is to elevate your upper body, not just your head. Simply piling up a few regular pillows might seem like a good idea, but it often just kinks your neck and can actually increase pressure on your abdomen, potentially making things worse. You want a gradual, stable incline from your waist up. The most effective way to achieve this is by using a wedge pillow, which is specifically designed to elevate your entire torso at a gentle angle. You can find these online or at most medical supply stores. A good alternative is to place blocks or risers securely under the head of your bed frame, raising the entire head of the bed by about 6 to 8 inches. This creates a natural downward slope that uses gravity to help keep that stomach acid from creeping up your esophagus while you sleep. It's a simple, passive adjustment that can lead to a much more comfortable and uninterrupted night's rest. This next tip might surprise you because it's so simple, but the science behind it is solid. I'm talking about chewing gum. Now, before you run out and grab any pack you can find, there's a specific recommendation here. It should be sugar-free. Chewing gum in general stimulates the production of saliva. This is a key defense mechanism your body has against acid reflux. Your saliva is naturally alkaline, which means it can help neutralize the stomach acid that has made its way into your esophagus. It acts like a natural antacid, washing over the irritated lining of your throat and providing relief. Think about it. Every time you swallow, you're sending a wave of this neutralizing saliva down your esophagus. Chewing gum significantly increases the frequency of your swallowing. One study published in the Journal of Dental Research found that chewing gum for 30 minutes after a meal can reduce the amount of time your esophagus is exposed to acid. It essentially helps to clear the acid out of the esophagus more quickly and efficiently. It's like giving your throat a gentle, cleansing rinse after a meal that might have caused some reflux. So why sugar-free? The main reason is to protect your dental health. Chewing sugary gum for extended periods can lead to cavities and other dental issues, which is a problem we definitely want to avoid. Bicarbonate, an ingredient often found in saliva and some chewing gums, is particularly effective at neutralizing acid. So try popping a piece of sugar-free gum for about 30 minutes after a meal, especially one that you know might give you trouble. It's an easy, portable, and surprisingly effective way to help manage those post-meal heartburn symptoms on the go. For our final natural remedy, let's talk about a soothing, warm beverage that has been used for centuries to aid digestion: ginger tea. Ginger is a powerhouse root known for its potent medicinal properties. One of its most celebrated benefits is its ability to calm the stomach and digestive tract. This is largely due to compounds called gingerols and shogols, which have powerful anti-inflammatory and anti-nausea effects. When it comes to heartburn, ginger can work in a couple of beneficial ways. First, its anti-inflammatory properties can help soothe an irritated esophagus, providing some immediate comfort from that burning sensation. Second, some research suggests that ginger can help improve gastric motility, which means it helps food move through the stomach and into the small intestine more efficiently. When food doesn't linger in the stomach for too long, there's less time and opportunity for acid to be produced in excess and reflux back up. It helps keep the entire digestive process moving along smoothly, which is key to preventing heartburn before it even starts. Making ginger tea is incredibly simple. You can buy pre-made ginger tea bags, or for a more potent version, make it fresh. Just take a 1-inch piece of fresh ginger root, peel it, slice it thinly, and steep it in a cup of hot water for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can add a little bit of honey or a squeeze of lemon if you like, but be mindful that for some people, lemon can be a trigger. Sipping on a warm cup of this tea about 20 minutes before a meal can help prepare your stomach for digestion and potentially ward off heartburn. It's a comforting ritual that can do wonders for your digestive health. So there you have it, 5 practical, natural strategies to help you manage and hopefully banish that awful burning feeling of heartburn. We've talked about the importance of eating smaller, more frequent meals to reduce pressure on your stomach. We've covered how to become a detective and identify your personal trigger foods. We've learned how to use gravity to our advantage by elevating our heads while we sleep, the surprising power of chewing sugar-free gum to neutralize acid, and the soothing, digestive benefits of ginger tea. These aren't complicated medical procedures. They are simple lifestyle adjustments that empower you to take control of your health. I really encourage you to give these tips a try. You don't have to implement all of them at once. Pick 1 or 2 that seem most manageable for you and see how you feel. Maybe start by keeping a food journal or by simply swapping out your large dinner for a smaller one. The key is consistency. By incorporating these habits into your daily routine, you can build a stronger defense against occasional heartburn and improve your overall digestive wellness. Remember, the goal is to find long-term relief and a better quality of life. However, and this is the most important takeaway, it's crucial to know when to seek professional medical advice. While these natural remedies are fantastic for managing occasional mild heartburn, persistent or severe symptoms could be a sign of a more serious condition like GERD or gastroesophageal reflux disease. If your heartburn occurs more than twice a week, if over-the-counter medications aren't helping, or if you have difficulty swallowing, please make an appointment to see your doctor. They can provide a proper diagnosis and ensure you get the comprehensive care you need. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay happy and healthy.